What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Hall of Nerds podcast. I'm Nate.
I'm Brandon.
I'm Carson.
Return of the Mac.
Let's go.
And I'm Noah.
And thanks for tuning in and nerding out with us. As you guys can see, we got a full squad. Full squad officially back for the first time in probably months. But yeah, we're all here because we're all here to talk about a very important thing at a very important moment, something that just went down. Superman, baby. Superman. The brand new Superman movie finally came out. And it's time to talk about it. We'll just jump right on into it. Let's start off at least fair with that. Let's start off at least for a little bit with no spoilers.
Okay.
And then I don't know, like a little, like 5-10 minutes in or whatever, we could break it into spoilers. But once we do talk spoilers, we'll give you guys a fair warning. But we'll start it off with a good old ranking. What did you guys give it out of 10?
Yeah,
I mean, I know Brandon and I saw it together, so
I've seen it 3 times.
I haven't
seen it twice.
10 out of 10.
It's 10 out of 10.
It's 10 out of 10 for
10
sure.
out of 10.
For sure. 10 out of 10.
I think it's pretty known that I'm not a Superman guy, and I always trash talk Superman. And I loved this movie, and now I'm like, shit, I gotta start picking up Superman.
Yes,
we got some recommendations for you.
You know, the amount of new Superman fans stemming out of this is amazing.
Just DC fans in general, dude. The amount of people I see
And just
talking
comic
about
book
Mr.
fans.
Terrific is insane.
Dude,
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Facts.
Dude, that Supergirl post that James Gunn posted, like it got like over 1 million likes.
Dude,
Like, poster,
yeah, bro.
like,
And it was
yeah.
perfect, too. Like, the way she just crossed out up. Like,
It's look out, yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Very, very good. But let's
Yeah,
get into the movie.
It was me personally, at least. Everything I've said this before. I've said this like on my YouTube channel and on my Instagram and everything, but it was everything I wanted it to be and more. Any sort of worry I had going into the movie was completely good. Like none of that mattered. Like all worries gone. It was absolutely phenomenal in every way. That is.
I was there with Nate.
David
We were
is
both
my
smiling
Superman.
the entire time, except when we
Same
stopped to
here.
cry.
Dude, I was tearing up at some parts. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, 100%.
the first time I watched it, I still gave it a 10 out of 10, but I thought it could have used more Daily Planet. And not that I don't still think that, but the second time I watched it, it felt like there was more Daily Planet than there was the
Yeah.
first time I watched
I think it's
don't
because I
know.
was so locked into Superman.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I kind of, like I agree with that. Because, like, they could have definitely done more, especially of Clark, but
I
everybody
agree.
else kind of had a role, honestly.
Dude,
Yeah.
Jimmy's the CEO of sex. Y'all see that?
Bro, he's a baller.
Yeah, but that ain't
Um,
nothing new. I guess you don't read too many Superman comics.
No,
but
I haven't
that
read
ain't
Bro,
that ain't
that's-
nothing new.
That's just
yeah.
kind of
Bro,
Jimmy. That's just
That ain't
Jimmy.
nothing new.
Jimmy's
If he's
is
not
just like
pulling-
that.
If he's not pulling a shoddy, he's a giant turtle rampaging through Metropolis.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
That
read
too.
some Jimmy Olsen comics.
That too.
Yep. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure there's a DC Finest Jimmy Olsen trade out or coming out.
Really? For the
so
Superman pal?
I'm gonna get
Jimmy
it. I'm
Olsen?
pretty sure it's like of the old Jimmy Olsen run.
Okay. I have the newer trade, the Superman's pal Jimmy Olsen one from like 2018 or something like that. I
Yeah.
haven't read it yet. Looks pretty good.
I haven't read any solo Jimmy stuff, but
I've only read the Dark Side issue. Which is
Well,
Darkseid's first
yeah,
appearance.
same the first appearance.
I feel like we all have a lot of very positive things to say about the movie. So are there any negative things anybody wants to get out the way? Any like critiques? Not necessarily
than-
negative.
That about the Daily Planet, like maybe a little bit more. No, I don't have
Okay.
any.
Not
Honestly-
really. I mean, there's a couple of things that once we get more into spoiler territory, I guess. Like,
Yeah.
there's one thing in particular.
I would have done
But it's
different.
really not that big of a deal to me at all.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll get to
Mhm.
that. But for me,
Mhm.
there was the only thing that for me that like maybe the humor didn't land every singular time for me. Most times, yes, and I love the humor overall in the movie. I mean, like everyone was hilarious, but
Mm.
there was a couple of times where there was humor where I didn't want there to be humor in like a super tense moment.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's
But
I
even
know
that,
exactly-
but not nearly enough to lower my score whatsoever. Like it was still
Yeah.
pure enjoyment the entire movie.
For everyone who's seen the movie, I don't want to spoil it, but like the crypto moment and like I feel like that kind of ruined that
At
very
the end,
serious-
yes.
At the end, yeah,
Yeah.
a little bit.
A little bit, but it didn't ruin the movie. It just ruined kind of what was
It's
happening
just
in the
funny
moment.
because Superman, like, like heard that shit, or like at least could have like seen it coming out of the corner of his eye.
Oh,
And
And
for
he
didn't
just
sure.
let
do
it
anything.
happen.
Oh,
They just
that's
let it
another
happen.
criticism. I feel like we didn't get to see any. We saw all of his powers, but no super hearing.
Yeah.
Not even like a little
I
example of it. I feel
there
like
was
when the
a
kids
there
were
was a point
chanting
in the
for him, we
movie
should have
where I
got
was
like maybe a little bit of him hearing it, but that's about it.
I
You know?
remember my one critique now. We didn't get one of these.
Well, that's
That's
because
my
That's true,
one
but it's
James
coming.
Gunn-
It's coming. It's coming.
no, James
for
Gunn
sure.
confirmed he doesn't wear it under his clothes.
Not yet. And
He
I think that'll change.
yeah, he keeps it in his briefcase.
Well, yeah, but still, like, I don't know. There could have been a way to incorporate
No, we
it.
need
Or
it, bro.
okay, if he keeps it
Yeah,
in
I
his
mean,
I agree.
briefcase,
I agree.
then we should have seen him like change in like a spin or something. Like
That's just
Yeah.
kind of
in
like
the old
Superman's
telephone
thing,
box.
you know. That's Superman's thing. Like he did the shirt rip before anybody, bro.
But
You
I
know
do
what I'm
think
saying?
I think
Like,
James Gunn will change that. It was probably just like I mean, like I said, they didn't use Clark Kent a lot, honestly.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
it was
no.
more
Yeah.
Superman focused.
I feel like they should modernize the phone booth. Like, obviously, the phone booths don't really exist anymore. You can't have them go in a phone booth and change, but give them something else, like the back of an Uber or something.
Back of an Uber.
Just start spinning in the back of an Uber and then
That
fly out.
that's an interesting question. Like, what is something in the modern day that you could use? instead?
he could do what Brandon Routh did, the elevator shaft.
Oh, an elevator
That's
would
a
be
good one.
interesting, and then
That's
fly
a
out
good
the
one.
yeah. Honestly, just off the roof would have been cool. But honestly, the Daily Planet didn't have a roof like other iterations. Like it was just
Nah,
it didn't have a
like when
balcony.
Tom Welling's running off the roof and he just
Yeah.
like rips
Yeah.
it, dude. That's some.
I feel like the Daily
so
Planet has
fire.
like a balcony on the roof in every iteration except for this one. Now that I've just like noticed that because he usually
Besides
goes up there
comics,
to
like
do that.
yeah, because in the comics it's just like a point and then the
Yeah.
balls on top. But yeah, that is actually an interesting point. I feel like every Daily Planet had a roof outside of this.
I
one.
mean,
No, the
this
comics
one
do too,
kind of did. It was
because-
well, not all
small.
the time, but
Oh, yeah.
sometimes it does.
This one had a roof. I mean, it was small, but it was there. It was kind of just like a section of it that was a roof.
Oh, okay.
Where the
I mean, to be fair, it is a building, and most buildings have roof access. So yeah,
yeah, but
I love how we're going off on a tangent about Daily Planet
Yeah.
roof
Yeah.
access.
Yeah, for real.
No, I love the
Spoilers?
movie. I love how, like, we've talked about it a bunch, but how comic booky the movie felt from scene to scene. Felt like you were flipping a page. David felt ripped straight out of the comic books. With how like over the top and like just hater-esque Lex Luthor was, it felt ripped right off the
dude,
page.
it was just
yes,
a
yes.
2 hour long. It was a 2 hour long episode of the animated series. Is what
It
it
was
was.
it was
Yeah.
really, really
Lex
good.
was so freaking good. You guys watch that have been watching the recent episodes. You guys have been hearing me say I thought he was going to be a top 5 live action villain. I don't think he's there yet, but he's on the way, man.
I don't know if
cooked.
I don't know if it was Lex or if it was Superman that made me dislike Lex more. Like, what I mean by that is I don't know if my love for Superman was making me hate Lex more, or if he was
Alan.
just such like a degrading, demeaning guy where it's just like this guy's pathetic. Like
Probably
that, but
both.
like he
Probably a
was
little
so
bit of both,
he
yeah.
was so easy to hate, like just from the jump. As soon as he stole as soon as he stole something from Superman, I was like, oh hell nah.
Oh, we can get into spoilers.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, because there's
Spoiler
really only
free
so
time
everything,
is up.
I was like, nah, that's
there's
kinda
only so
bro.
much you could talk about that I go into spoiler territory.
Yeah.
Most
So it's
people,
like-
I'm assuming
Spoilers
most people watching the
coming
podcast have watched this movie by now. Anyway.
So,
but yeah,
what did y'all
spoiler
think?
warning is
What did y'all
over.
think when the Flash showed up? That was crazy.
Was
Nate,
crazy.
you weren't in the movie.
You
It
guys
was
are all
crazy because
banned.
that mural was insane.
Dude, the mural.
Yeah.
Okay,
so that's
to
definitely a movie
clarify,
we can talk
the
about.
Flash did not show up. By the way,
But I guess he
If
kind
for
of
some
did.
reason-
Yeah, now
I
that
mean,
he
fair,
said
yeah.
that,
fair.
he kind of did because like Stu was just talking about the mural.
We got Wildcat on the
I
mural.
can't wait 'cause,
Jake Garrick, Doctor Fate.
If you guys are
James Gunn
confused,
said he's gonna release like the official one eventually. I can't wait, bro.
And a famous actor is playing one of them. Obviously, it's probably going to be Pierce Brosnan. as
Pierce,
Dr. Fate.
yeah.
It has
But
to be.
if it's not, there's some pretty cool options for the other ones.
Oh, for sure.
Oh,
I
of
do.
course, yeah.
I like your video said about Wildcat. I think Jeffrey Dean Morgan is gonna. Either way, I think he's gonna be in that role.
That would
I'd love to
He's
see it.
just
Saying
he's just
it
kind
now.
of perfect for it.
That
It's
would be
perfect,
sweet.
bro. And at this point with that mural, we're not getting a younger JSA unless that movie is like set in the past.
That's what I'm saying. I think they're going to be in Sergeant Rock in that movie. because it's
Well,
during
Sally-
World War II. I think we'll see references to them, and they'll be older in main continuity.
Well, that's what James was saying. He was
So-
like, with his movies, he's not going to do like a stream timeline like the MCU does. These
Yeah.
movies are going to be taking place
at
everywhere.
different times.
Yeah.
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 different
I think
times, but same universe, which is
Mhm.
valid. It's like Star Wars.
And then they're
Yeah.
just gonna like probably on Max they'll put them in chronological order for you to
Yeah.
watch, like they
Oh,
do
for
with
sure,
Disney
for
Plus.
sure.
Yeah.
And I'm sure we'll
Whatever
get
their
those projects.
order will end up being.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
get those projects in the middle that connect.
I
two
mean,
projects,
regardless,
you know?
that order is probably going to start with Superman. So,
And
go
he said
see
they're
it.
doing one. They said they're doing one movie, one animation, and 2 shows a year, right? Or no, 2 movies,
Something like that.
Two-
one
something like
animation.
that.
two movies, one animation, 2 shows.
a year. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure
yeah.
it was something crazy like that.
I think that starts.
that starts in
Nate-
2027.
Yeah, I was
Or
about
no,
to
that
say
starts next year.
that's
Yeah.
what I was
We
about
get
to say.
Clayface
It
and
starts with
Supergirl. Yes,
yeah.
it's
Clayface,
2026.
Supergirl. Then we get Lanterns,
Lanterns,
and,
probably Blue Beetle as the animated show,
and probably
and then an
Paradise Lost.
animated movie, right?
The other show will probably be Paradise Lost or Booster Gold. One of the
Well,
two.
no, because
Oh, it's Waller. Waller was slated for next. Oh, don't worry. I think they're turning it into a Checkmate show. So I mean,
hopefully
let's
they
go.
change that animated Blue Beetle show to
Mm.
a movie.
Uh,
That'd be
back to the
Sick.
movie. What about Superman saving a squirrel?
perfect.
Yeah,
Perfect.
that was the best. One of the
Absolute
best scenes in the
cinema.
movie. The millisecond that happened, I was literally freaking out. I was geeking. That was amazing.
honestly, that sequence in general just was so Superman. Whenever the kaiju was falling into the building, he stopped. He turned around. He was like, "Everyone all right?" Then he saved the lady from under the foot, and he's like, "Hey, just breathe. It's gonna be okay." Then he saved the squirrel. It was just the most like Superman sequence of events. And I loved it. It was so
Dude,
good. And even him telling the Justice Gang to like, "Hey, don't kill it. We can stop it peacefully." And they were just like not doing that.
What I
They
really
nailed it.
loved,
Nailed it.
like for the bits and pieces that I've seen in other live action Superman, like you were saying, Brandon, I love how like pure and innocent he is. Like the
Mhm.
other adaptations of Superman I've seen, he's very much
Like stoic and yeah, I get what you're
like,
saying.
very sure of himself and not as like caring about like not that he doesn't care about the little guys, but like caring about the small things like the squirrel. I love seeing him like being so pure and like you can see it even in his, I guess you can call it naivety too as well, but when he was doing his Superman interview with Lois Lane and he was just like getting upset really easily, it's just like you can care, or you can tell that he cares and his heart's in the right place and he's trying to do the right thing. But I love that.
And I think that's what kind of
100,000%,
inspired the other Justice League members Justice Gang members to step up and do something. Was that like that naive hopefulness, which is not a bad thing in Superman.
That whole interview scene was legit like a 15-minute scene in the film, and I ate up every second of
Yeah,
it. Dude.
it was so good.
chemistry
It was so good.
I loved it, dude.
It had the
they
serious
just-
moments, the
and-
good acting, the
Well, I'm
that's
pretty
what I
sure
was
that
saying.
was one of the first scenes they like filmed together.
Shit almost
too.
got R-rated there for a second there at the beginning, though.
Dude, I was about to say,
Yeah.
Sid was
Bruh,
almost
I'm
getting
like-
R-rated. I was like, okay,
Yeah,
I get
bro.
it. They like each other.
I was like, all right,
I was like-
okay, let's go. You know what I'm saying?
But
I
yeah,
do
no,
like-
his
one
nails
thing I
everything
love-
about him, man.
Is that they both said "I love you" in the movie, so it kind of already builds out that like maybe we'll see them get married and see John Kent.
Oh, I mean, we
So-
got to if we already are gonna
Yeah.
like get Damien and stuff like that. So
See, and that okay, so with that and like with what we've been talking about where shit's set in time, I think that might be set ahead, like a few years
yeah,
ahead.
it's
So like,
definitely possible. Yeah, definitely
Yeah.
possible.
I don't think it's gonna happen right after Superman, like
no,
timeline.
because it wouldn't
Yeah.
make sense. Like I think, like if they do it smart, they could do John and Damien's like whole story together.
Super Sons.
Like where John gets
Super
stuck
Sons
and
would
like
be-
comes back and Super Sons and all that shit.
Super Sons
Okay.
would be so peak if they did
I-
that. That'd be a good show.
Amazing show.
Yeah.
Perfect
Yeah,
as a show.
Yeah.
Almost every aspect of this movie was great.
Yeah,
it really was, man.
I do think, in my opinion, I think that the scenes that were released for like teasers and trailers and stuff, the CGI looked a little off. I think that they used unfinished scenes for that because
Most
the CGI,
Probably.
yeah, it
the
looked
CGI
it
looked
dude,
looked
the
flawless in the
kaiju,
movie.
the CGI
Yeah,
on the
dude.
kaiju was so
Yeah.
good.
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
the
loved
CGI
him.
was great. That
I
fight scene
loved when he
didn't
was the
look
little
weird.
baby and they just let him out of the cage and he was just running around.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
He's
see,
so
that was
cute.
I was telling Brandon when we saw it together. That was one of my favorite scenes. And just
Like transitions.
the way it really felt like a comic book scene, in the sense that like it just felt like turning a page when they were like, oh, like that's
It'll get bigger.
what's a small ass monster? And
Yeah.
it's like it'll get bigger, and then it just like cuts and boom, Superman
It cuts to
foot.
yeah, yeah, dude.
And it
Would-
was
how-
that just felt
did it
just like flipping a
explain-
page. I love that.
Did it explain how he grew? Like, did he eat stuff and grow? or-
Eat stuff. I'm pretty sure, right?
Okay.
Something like that, or just gross.
What
Did he eat
I-
anything
I
when he
had-
got out of the truck, or am I tripping?
I think
No,
he just,
what
I
I
think he
had
just
read-
grows.
No,
What
I
I
think he
had
just
read
grows
was-
fast.
Okay,
What-
word.
That's what I was about to
gross,
say.
okay.
What I had read is the cage that he's kept in keeps him at that. So there's something that's the cage is lined with that keeps him at
Oh,
that.
so he's kind
size.
of like
Oh.
that little alien creature from Batman: Brave and the Bold. There's like
Yeah.
an episode with like Guy Gardner and the Lanterns where a little tiny
Mhm.
thing grows.
And as soon as they and he's not in that containment anymore, he's
that makes sense.
That would
Yeah.
make sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think there was only like maybe 2 or 3 like super serious scenes in the film.
The
But
Pa Kent scene. Oh my
that
god.
that
Every
and
All
time.
Ma and Pa
the-
Kent was perfect.
the
Everything.
Yeah.
revolver
Yes.
the
When they-
revolver roulette scene, bro.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was
Dude.
pretty crazy.
Let me
Alright,
let me
I wouldn't
boy,
have expected
bro.
something like
When
that.
bro
but it was
said, "I
good.
don't have a family or anything. Don't tell him anything," and then at the end it showed that he had a family.
Dude, I was
Yeah.
crying. I
It's
was crying,
just-
bro.
Bro,
The thing is, like, my absolute favorite thing about this film is, like, in other Superman films and iterations, you get bits and pieces of this, but it's like David's. I don't want to say David's regard for life, but like David's performance, his Superman, and his like regard for life, no matter how big or small, is just perfect.
Perfect.
Like, dude,
Perfect.
like,
inspiring.
Yes,
dude, his
perfect.
his scream whenever Lex shot, bro. I was in shambles, dude. I was
Look
not
at how
okay.
he still didn't kill his villain.
Yeah, I know.
Mm-hmm.
And dude, like,
Man,
Ultraman
literally, it
is
was perfect.
bodying him.
His
dude.
Superman was perfect. David, everything
The
about
only, like-
the tone of him, the characteristics, the smile, the word choice, the dialogue, the way he fought people,
Mhm.
everything about him was perfect. It's
Like-
exactly the way I see Superman.
Even
That's
the fighting.
The best thing is that everyone now
The
knows,
fighting that he
whether they
did-
like it or not, they know who he really is.
Yeah, he was throwing hands though.
Well,
Like, he
so
had
that's what I was
hands.
about to say. It's not even like a questionable. The only like he was fighting in defense, but like the only like aggressive thing he did is when he grabbed Engineer and was just slamming her
Dude,
over
when
and
he
over.
was spinning with
Yeah,
her.
he just like
Yeah.
slammed her over
And
over.
then
Yeah, that was
and then
crazy.
as she's like 6 feet down, he's like, "You ain't got to do this. You know, it's okay." It's like you don't have to. You know,
Yeah.
I love that even though they're trying to kill him, he's trying to.
Talk them out of it. Yeah.
Always,
Yes,
yeah, he's
dude.
always trying to do
Dude,
the better thing. and
He
find
never
find
threw the
right
first
way.
punch.
Dude, when
I-
Engineer.
no.
Oh, go ahead, Mac.
I don't care when she put the nanites or whatever over Crypto's head.
Oof.
That would have been raps for me. I don't care. I
Oh.
would have.
Dude, she had some of the coolest like when she did the
And-
handstand and then it switched like her
Yeah,
body.
they're like
Yeah.
front flipped. Yeah,
Yeah.
insane.
Dude, that the whole nanobites thing, like putting it inside of like Superman's, like that's like an actual thing that happens in the comics. Like, have y'all seen that panel?
I have
Mhm.
now. Yeah,
There's a
I think
panel where he's
so.
like puking it up. I mean,
Yeah,
it's like
yeah,
a
I've
legit
seen it.
thing.
I've seen it now.
What's it
And
from?
it showed
I
how
mean, Engineer, that's one thing.
I
this
can't
movie did
remember what
great.
it's from. I've read it online. I can't remember what it's from though.
But he was fighting her.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's from Superman versus the Authority.
I don't know.
No,
Yeah,
she
no,
wasn't.
that's
in
one
that,
thing-
but-
She wasn't in that.
I was
Yeah.
a little
Uh,
bit worried about going into the movie is that with characters like the Engineer, Green, all the Justice Gang and everything, that it was going to be a little bit crowded and maybe
They all fit
it was
perfectly.
perfect.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
only did they fit in perfectly, but every character was perfect. Metamorpho was perfect. Guy Gardner was perfect. I was a little bit worried about Nathan Fillion. None of that is there anymore. He was
Man.
literally phenomenal.
Justice
He was,
Gang.
he was perfect.
I wanted to
Man,
ask
man, that's
you
a
who
cool
your guys'
name.
favorite
Hawkgirl was
character
awesome.
was.
Dude, the
Outside of
screech,
Superman and
the
Lex.
screech. I love the
Outside of
Hawk Girl
Superman
screech.
and Lex, it had to have been Guy. Or I love Mr.
Mr.
Terrific.
Terrific.
Mr. Terrific was goaded.
Ah,
Best fight scene in the movie.
It's between Mr. Terrific and Guy.
Oh,
I
my
But
like-
Guy
God,
was
bro.
just so
When bro
hilarious
grabbed the
to me. It was
T-sphere,
like,
floated over, and
floated
then
over it, dude.
Dude.
That was crazy, bro.
Dude, I was
Yeah,
playing
they-
that
I
gas
just-
song in the
yeah.
background.
I
I've
don't need
listened
your
to
help.
that
It was
song
so
probably
sick.
about
oh,
100
goddamn,
times.
Mr.
Fun,
Terrific.
fun,
I
fun.
love that.
Yeah.
shit.
And
Oh,
dude, after
man.
Superman gets done absolutely just getting bodied by Ultraman, he's laying there just trying to catch a breath. Mr. goes, "Hey, what you doing? This ain't
Brandon.
playtime."
Yeah.
I'm not
That
playing. I'm
song
doing important
is
stuff.
5 Years Time by
Oh.
Noah and the Whale.
I know.
I added that to my playlist, and I've been
Oh
listening
yeah,
to
I've
it
been bumping that
every
and,
morning on the way to
punk
work.
rock.
I've listened to it
Dude,
at least
I'm
5 times a
telling
day.
you.
Same with punk rocker.
Yeah.
Yep, same,
Yep.
yep.
Yeah.
Because I'm
Oh, yeah,
a
that's
punk
that's one
rocker,
thing
so I
James
am.
Gunn absolutely nails every single time. Is this dude gives us some
music.
crazy bangers, bro.
And
Crazy
he
bangers.
has, I don't know how he does it, but he has this way of knowing exactly what song should, like, this movie only had 3 like actual songs in it, and he knew
Yeah.
exactly where to put it.
They were perfect. Yeah,
It was
they were
perfect.
perfect.
But we
Because yeah, the
we
score was
still should have
great.
gotten Starman. I don't care what anybody says.
I think it should have been playing on a radio, like
I would've-
in
Just
the,
in
Yeah.
some way, like
in the
some
Kent's
way.
home.
That would have been
Like,
perfect.
when he
Like,
was at Pawn Ma Ken's
dude,
home, I think it should have been playing on the radio.
When
As
he
much-
was flying up to make them like go unconscious or whatever, and then came back down to the ground on the ascent, they should have had "He's a Star Man."
Dude,
Way
one
to
scene,
the
one
crazy
scene
sky.
where that would have
It
worked,
breaks
bro.
out, and then he starts plummeting down. That would have been perfect.
I absolutely love the score in this film, especially the scene where he lets the building fall on him and he rises
comes
up out of the
smoke.
dust.
Rises up.
If Starman would have been right there,
that
somebody
smoke,
would have got my
oof.
popcorn dumped all over him, dude. I would
Yeah,
have
that
lost.
scene
Dude,
where
my
he's
little
rising out of
brother-
the smoke.
Yeah.
My little brother, when that happened, my little brother like pokes me in the middle of the theater. He goes, "Dude, this Superman has aura."
Dude, I'm telling you, yeah, he does, bro. Yes, he does.
He
See,
knows
you
what's
can. This
up.
is
He
this
knows
is
what's
proof
up.
with Snyder, bro. You can have aura and still save motherfucker. Come on, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
that's
You
what I'm
can
saying.
still save people and have aura at the same time.
I don't think
You just
Zack
gotta save
Snyder
them first. That's
understood
the thing. That was the difference between the Snyder Superman and James Gunn Superman is David
We got
saved,
aura.
saved them
We also
first.
save
He
people.
saved the
He saved them
he
first,
catched
then
the
he aura
building,
farmed.
made sure the chick drove away, and then proceeded to aura farm.
Yeah, we
No, he
don't.
saved the
not-
fucking squirrel, bro. That's all you need
aura
to know.
farming up in the up above people on a freaking like floating.
Yeah, we also
in,
don't let
in the
bombs
flood
go
on the
off in
floating island, and they're like
courthouses
reaching
and
out to
then
him, and
aura
he could
farm.
just instantly save him real quick, and then aura farm. No, instead he decides.
I
to
saw a
dude,
clip. Have
he's
y'all been
in
seeing
the
that clip going
sunlight
around of when
before he
Zod
saves
hits the
them.
truck at him, and then instead of stopping the truck, he flies over it and turns around and watches the truck explode behind him, and then gets beat
Yeah.
up by Zod
Dude,
again.
I've been
Dude,
seeing the
for the
scene
aura,
of
bro. So
him
that's what I'm saying.
floating away
David,
from
still got the
from
aura,
his
man.
like Jor-El. And like it's like him in space, and he like turns in slow motion and just starts flying,
dude.
bro.
The clip
Funniest
when
shit
he's
ever,
the
dude.
clip when he's in the courthouse and the bomb goes off and everyone just gets incinerated and he just hits one
Bro.
of these.
I don't want to bring it up. I get he couldn't see it. How could he not hear it? How could he not hear that bomb, bro? I get he
Yeah, no.
can't see it. It's covered in lead. Cool, that makes sense. You can't hear it though, bro. Like lead
Oh, he
makes you
did.
not
He was
hear.
gonna be. He was just like.
He was just like,
he said
damn,
aura
this gonna be
farm out
perfect,
the
and then he just
Yeah.
stood there.
He's like, hold on.
He's,
Let me,
he's like,
hold on,
I'm
let me
gonna
get
look
my
so
pose. Let me
cool
get
in
my.
these flames.
Let me get my good angle. Yeah,
I mean, if you go back to watch the scene, he literally hits one of these.
But no lie, I mean
Yo,
that
bro,
shot of
he's
Superman
literally-
coming
dude,
out the smoke.
Yeah, bro. And then he just decides to
Might
fly
be the most
straight
aura
up out of
Superman
the
shot of all
building.
time.
Wait, what'd you
Weird.
say, Nate, bro? I'm sorry.
You know that shot might be the most Superman aura shot of all time.
Well, he's
I
coming
agree.
up out of
Coming
the
out of the
dust and
Smoke,
rubble.
yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, though, the one where he looks like an Alex, like after he beats up Bizarro and the Raptors show up, and he looks like an Alex Ross drawing, where he, right before he says "Good luck with that."
Right,
Yeah.
like yeah, bro.
Yeah,
But also,
like
I
he's
mean-
standing there like this. Yeah.
Yeah,
Bro,
bro.
yeah.
It's
The
so
little
hard,
grin
dude.
that dude had when he was telling that lady to take a deep breath and everything's gonna be okay.
Dude, the grin that
That
he
was
had
it.
at
That's
the
all I
end
needed,
when he
bro.
was
That's all I
when
needed
they were
right there.
playing
That was
punk
perfect. It
rocker
was
and he was just
phenomenal.
laying in the chair grinning.
Yeah, with
So-
the mom, pa. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did y'all
Oh my
see that
God.
theory that like since at the end, like his parents, are now like Ma and Pa, that they're gonna make him a suit so he doesn't rock the Kryptonian suit?
Let's go.
I could see it. I could see it. Yeah.
But also,
I
at
think
the
they'll
same
keep
time,
the logo
bro,
though.
I
Honestly,
thought that was a like I remember being in the theater. I said as if that was forever ago, but when it is revealed about what the message actually said, my jaw was literally on the floor.
yeah,
Like that was a bold.
that was my only
move.
criticism.
yeah,
but
that's what we
I
were
feel like
what
it
I was
really
talking about earlier. That
I've
I
it
been
adds a
looking
lot
type
to the
about later.
story.
And I don't think there's an iteration where that's the case. I mean, I've been looking because I was
No, I
confused.
mean, that's what I was saying earlier. That is the main thing that I didn't really love. But it's really not that big of a deal.
Yeah,
But
it's
yeah,
still
obviously
I don't
compelling
think that's
without.
the real message.
Jor-El
but-
I don't think so either.
I think
You're just gonna
Brainiac
tell me
to be a
that top
Viltrumite, pretty
human
much.
scientists just suddenly speak Kryptonian? Like, what?
Yeah, no, that's what I'm
fuck?
saying. No one on
Yeah,
that
I don't
freaking planet
understand
knows
how-
what the hell
Like,
anything
what?
says. Even
I
if
do
they
think-
did, though.
Like even
That's my
Mr.
thing.
Terrific
If it
himself
is
doubled
true-
down. He was like, "Clark, I know these boys. They ain't get shit wrong, dog. Like,
Yeah,
it's what it is."
exactly. That's what
And I
made
was
me
like, dude,
question it
what?
because Terrific
I
said
think
that.
Brainiac
But
altered it.
ultimately, even if it is wrong, or even if it is true, and they did send him there to be a freaking Viltrumite and take over the
I
entire
like
world, I'm not.
Brainiac altering
I don't
it,
really
or
think it's that big of a deal. I'm.
If anything, it makes his choice to do what he does even more compelling.
Exactly.
I saw someone
It
post
makes
a
the human
theory-
side of him even more glaring,
About
and that's the
Zod?
most important aspect.
Yeah,
of
I
his
saw someone
character.
post a theory that that's not Jor-El and it's Zod.
I like
Yeah,
that theory
I saw
a
that.
lot.
I
And
wasn't
then
gonna
I
tell
like
y'all.
that theory.
I wasn't gonna tell y'all. James Gunn did approach me to be Zod in the sequel. I
Oh,
wasn't
yeah.
supposed to
Oh,
say anything.
All right, I want Superman to
Oh,
kill
you
again.
know
Okay,
what?
yeah, Loki.
Hold on,
I
you guys
want
can't
Superman
have,
to
like,
kill
the-
Zod again.
Never mind. I like Man of Steel now.
Yeah, never mind.
Unbelievable.
Yep.
No,
Unbelievable.
why you guys hate it? I can see it. No, you guys have the same receding hairline. I can
Actually,
see it.
bro,
I can see
they
it.
should just go Injustice and like cast you as a Joker, so I can see like somebody right into your gut, bro. Just boom.
That's crazy.
Here we go.
That's crazy. Okay.
If we had
that's
audio
but if
only
that's the case-
listeners,
but
that
if
would have
that's the
been that would have
case,
sounded
you gotta be
insane right there.
Nightwing then.
They low key should cast you as Aquaman's
Nah, I'm
baby in
good.
the Golden
No,
Age.
you got to be Nightwing. If I'm gonna
Nah,
be
I'm
Joker, you
good.
got to be Nightwing. Just
Nah.
watch out for pebbles on the ground. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
Watch
I'm
out.
good. I'm good.
Yeah, just watch out for him.
I don't exist in the Injustice universe.
me
actually.
neither, 'cause
Okay.
that
Nah,
shit is
Nate would be
trash.
Flash from the animated film, bro.
Thank God, people are finally gonna start being on my team. Injustice
Okay,
sucks, bro.
I feel like we
You
need
know
to
what?
stop
I
hating
will be
on Noah.
Nightwing because Nightwing becomes Dead Man. I'll do that. I'll do that.
Come on.
There we go.
Let's stop hating on Noah and talk about the real biggest hater, Lex Luthor. I feel like we haven't touched on just how much of a hater he was in the movie, like how
Bro, when,
Top
how
five,
he
when
top
he was
five,
like
orchestrated he
crying
orchestrated an
when
top five.
entire
Superman was giving his
foreign
speech,
conflict
bro.
just to
Crazy.
kill Superman.
Everything about him was freaking perfect.
Dude,
That's the Lex I've been
I
waiting
think
for.
they- I
Sexy
think they
Lexi
set
has
up-
arrived.
They just type super shit over and over again. Hashtag super shit. Hashtag super shit. That was
I think. Oh my bad. Go
hilarious.
ahead.
no. You're good. That's pretty much it.
I was just gonna say I think it set up Lex being president pretty well.
It's gonna
I think
happen.
that's
President.
And I think that
Everyone
if there's
hates
any
him.
Lex actor that could do
Everyone
it, it's Nicholas.
does
Hoult.
not exactly hate him. He was already like involved in like the government in a way. Like I don't. The DC government is kind of like the like real world government.
Oh, I'm gonna
not
hit
gonna
the
really expand
laser
on it,
vision
but, like,
scene real quick.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I think most underrated Lex like hater line was when he was like, they chose him, let them die too. We'll stop it when it gets to a city I care about. I was like, that's such a hater thing to say.
That was funny.
Like this rift
That
is
was
gonna
funny.
hit. Rift is
Didn't
gonna hit
they-
a populated city and kill all these people. He's like, we'll stop it when we get to a city that I actually
don't-
care about.
I
Yeah,
don't-
no, he
I've
was
only
so
s-
good, dude.
I've only seen it once. I want to go see it again. I can't remember. Did they take out the line when he says, "I'll find who raised you and kill them too"? I know that was in
No.
one of the
No,
trailers.
It was
no,
just
they
worded
chopped
different.
it. It's chopped up. So when
Okay.
it was in the
It's chopped
trailer,
in
it
the
was
trailer.
chopped.
Because if they would have kept that line straight up, I
Yeah.
mean,
It was
like,
gas.
It's
One thing's
he
for sure,
asks
though,
when
dude.
he's holding the gun to Mali, he says, "Who raised you?" And then later
Oh,
on,
that's
he's
right,
like,
that's right,
I'll find someone else you care about and kill them too." And they just combine those two lines.
Okay.
It was like,
Yeah, because he goes right after that. He goes, maybe that reporter you're always talking to, Clark Kent.
yeah.
I thought
what
he was
he
going to
said.
talk
Yeah.
about Lois Lane for a
I
second.
did
I was
too,
like,
but-
Well, in the
Same,
trailer,
same,
they made us
same.
think it was Lois.
Yeah.
But they,
same.
yeah, like they don't really, yeah. They
Hey,
have
I'm not gonna lie.
interviews.
James Gunn has mentioned this in a couple of interviews. Every time he was like, every time I see Rachel, bro, I want to give her powers because he reads current Superman.
Yeah.
And I think if any Lois Lane actress would be able to pull off the powers aspect, it's
Probably
Rachel.
her.
It's
Yeah.
I
Rachel.
don't know though. I don't really I feel like you don't need to. Like she's already
No.
so
Of course, there's no
compelling
need
Definitely
to.
don't
but,
Too
need
like,
early
to,
for
but
sure, but like
kinda
later
need
on,
to.
it could be cool.
True.
You don't
But,
need to,
like-
but
But like
Okay.
the Superwoman suit, like you know what I'm saying.
What about the real unsung hero of the movie, Lex's
Crypto.
girlfriend?
Oh, Eve.
yeah,
Dude,
Yeah.
That was like,
Dude, she
The
was
fact-
on some Mr.
hilarious.
Terrific IQ, bro.
Yeah, taking
Yeah.
pictures
Damn,
of
bro,
the
that was smart as hell, bro.
yeah.
That was
That
your
was
name,
super
bro?
smart,
Toes,
bro.
mutant toes. Let's
Mutant
go.
toes.
Mutant
Mutant
toes.
You know,
toes.
one
Shrimp
thing
cocktail on the floor.
one thing I feel like not many people are talking about is, man, that pod Kent death is gonna be brutal, man. It's inevitable.
Oh yeah, I'm not ready for that.
Yeah,
Horrible.
It's gonna
bro.
be it's
Yeah.
gonna be brutal. And
Oh my
I
God,
think
that-
it's going to
that-
be in the next
I
one,
think
the
it's
next
gonna be the
Superman
next one,
movie.
yeah.
Your
that
actions.
conversation.
That's what
when-
makes you.
it better be a heart attack. It will be.
When Pa like chokes up saying he's proud of him, genuinely, like that was the point that got me every
Yeah.
all three
Yeah.
times. All
Oh, yeah.
3 times.
Oh yeah.
And then Ma Kent had to come in over here. Mush. You're mush. You're
Oh my God,
mush.
when she called him at the beginning of the movie and was like holding her face close to the
Dude,
phone.
that was
Yeah.
hilarious.
I
'Cause
love
that's
that.
exactly
that's
how,
Ma
like,
Kent.
like,
That's
old country folks are. Like, that's how
On
my
the phone.
grandparents
that's
were.
how
That's
Like,
my
yeah.
grandparents are
was.
too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how my grandparents were. And,
my
like, it's just
grandpa
funny.
would call me, put it on speaker, and be right here talking.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro,
Yeah,
please
bro.
stop.
Yeah, no,
R.I.P.
it's just
Grandpa.
everything about it was so good,
Yeah.
man. I
10 out
can't
of 10.
I can't wait for the rest of the universe. I
What
can't
about
wait
that?
for more.
What about that cameo?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, we can talk about it for sure.
Millie Alcock,
Where's my
Supergirl.
dog? Where's my dog?
Dude,
Yeah.
the fact that they're look, I'm already so excited for that's probably my most anticipated DCU project because the fact that they're sticking so close to the source material and making Supergirl her own character and not just a Superman ripoff like the CW.
Dude,
Love the CW
the-
Supergirl show, but it's just Superman
The
gender swap.
poster, she's got blood all over her
Yeah,
hands,
100%.
bruh. In this movie, we saw the lighthearted Kryptonian. We finna see one throw down in Supergirl.
Oh, yeah,
bruh.
when
Yeah,
Cr-
bro.
I mean,
when
she's
Krim
going to be fighting Lobo. So,
when,
yeah.
when
dude.
Krim hurts Crypto, it's
It's
over,
ri-
bro.
See,
It's
I saw a post.
over.
I saw a post
Yeah,
on
bro.
Twitter. I saw a post on Twitter. It was like, for those of y'all that like crypto, I'm sorry
Dude,
for what y'all are gonna witness next
yeah,
year. And I
bro.
commented, I was like, "You're about to hurt so many people, but only real ones know what's coming, bro."
Bro,
Dude,
I
you
don't
know
know
funny
if they're
'cause,
gonna
like,
be able to do it fully.
her
I don't think they're
cameo-
gonna like.
There's
I don't
no
know.
way.
He'll do it. You
I
saw
don't-
Guardians of the Galaxy 3. He'll do it.
Yeah,
but
but-
okay,
Yeah.
but he
I don't
also removed the
know.
scene where Ultraman punched Crypto and
Exactly,
Superman.
bro. Exactly. Yeah, I don't know.
Something will happen. 'cause
Dogs are
that's-
different, bro.
That's
He
a
did some
very
crazy stuff to animals and
imperative-
Guardians, obviously, but dogs are
That's-
different.
I don't. That's a very imperative part to the story, though.
Agreed.
I
Yeah.
feel like Supergirl, people think it's going to have a darker tone, but I think what they mean is it's going to have a deeper message because you got to realize Kara came to Earth, at least in comics, when she was 13. She grew up on Krypton. She made friends. She had
Yeah.
family. She saw all of them die and explode. She was then sent to Krypton to protect her cousin, only to find out, like, only to be there later in time and him be older. And she has to deal with that. That's why she's going off these planets and partying
Yeah.
and getting drunk because
It's-
it's the only way to
Oh,
cope.
yeah, because that
I
would be
was-
insane for anyone.
Exactly.
I knew.
Yeah, she was
I
supposed to
knew
like
from,
help raise him, and now he's
So it's gonna
raising her.
have those like deeper tones to it, which means it could have the darker imagery. But I'm so excited for the visuals that we like
Dude,
the Guardians movie visuals.
Oh, it's gonna be
That's
amazing,
like
dude.
that's why in a lot of iterations she ends up staying in the future with the Legion because she feels more at home.
Like
mhm.
honestly, bro, it'll probably be better. I don't think
Dude,
I'll
she
like
does that
it
in
more
Justice
because
League
I like
Unlimited,
Superman
doesn't she?
more, but it'll probably be better.
Dude,
It's
here's
like-
the thing. Here's the thing. As from the beginning, I was like, Millie Alcock is perfect from like a look standpoint. Like that's
Yeah.
Kara. But in this 3-minute scene, I'm like, dude, she's going
She
to
killed it.
kill this.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
think
I
that
can't freaking
I
wait,
think
dude.
if Jor-El and Lara, if the Kryptonians are kind of a more evil race, I do think that Kara's parents are going to be the good ones, like the ones who are against what they're.
I don't know if
like,
y'all
talking
saw,
about.
but in the poster, they've already, or I don't know if they just didn't have like the final design for her suit at the time, but her suit is going to be different.
It's a more
Uh,
velvety.
Yeah, it's
skirt.
like
It's less
And I
plasticky.
love that,
It's
dude. It
so
looks so
good.
good.
Mhm.
I also like that they kind of, it wasn't like it was a big deal for me, but in Superman, she had like, I don't want to say leggings, but you know what I'm talking about? She had that on underneath her boots, and in the poster, she doesn't have anything.
It's just the boots. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
And honestly, the
don't
suit's growing on me,
remember.
and David's design translates really well to
It looks
Supergirl's suit.
so much better in live, and
Yeah,
in the
I
movie,
agree.
it looked
really
way-
good.
I was so skeptical from the what. Okay,
No,
Superman
Yeah,
should
fuck it, I
have
don't give a
the
fuck about the
Supergirl.
lines anymore, bro.
Yeah, no, the
I don't
lines
either.
are fine.
I don't care about
but
the lines, bro. The way
but
they shot the
Ja-
suit, the
the
way they zoomed
only-
in on the symbol and everything.
James Gunn should have used the Kara first look for Superman, because the first look that we got at the Superman was
Facts. It was
Yeah.
ass.
Yeah,
That
I
first
was
look
like-
for the
it
suit
just
like
made
a
it
year
look
ago
awful.
was terrible.
yeah.
I think
I'll,
what
I'll
really
be honest, it was horrid.
I was in on the suit when I saw the trunks, but what really sold me was that picture that they released more recently where he's in the fortress like standing up. You know what I'm talking about?
That should have been the
That
first.
Yeah.
that should have been the first look at the suit
It
because that
should have.
was perfect.
Where did he get his suit?
I
It
don't think
didn't
it's.
explain.
It didn't explain, but my guess is
But
it's
most
a
of
Kryptonian suit.
most of the time,
Because Kara has one too.
most
His
of the
robots
time
probably
it was
made it.
sent. Yeah, most of the time it was either sent in the
That
pod
would
with
make
him
sense.
or
Yeah, robots
you know.
probably
Because
made
I
it.
was wondering, this is as dumb as this sounds. I was like, how do they know his measurements? But yeah, I bet the robots probably made it.
Yeah,
Because
they-
because
or-
the robots are infused with whatever Kryptonian
Kryptonian
intelligence
thing,
was
yeah.
left
Yeah.
like from the pod, which in some iterations, like I said, the
But
suit
then,
is sent with
don't
him.
you think? Okay, but I feel like the robots would have been able to translate the message then, or no, it was
Well, it was corrupted, yeah.
It
It
was
was
because
corrupt, yeah.
because the
Yeah.
only knowledge they have is what they got from the pod.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what they were programmed with. So, I'm trying to think of what else I want to talk about. I mean, even though it was CGI, Crypto was great. I freaking
Crypto,
loved
yeah.
Crypto was so
Phenomenal.
great.
when he said get the toy, and then Crypto like started
Dude.
bodying the drones.
He looked so like real, dude.
Yeah.
Wait, was the whole dog CGI?
So it was motion captured off of James Gunn's dog, but obviously they made him a little bit bigger and like did the
Are you
fur
talking
different.
about Crypto?
Crypto,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, yeah, and there was a human that like did all the stuff, like the
Yeah.
mocap.
Yeah, but like dude, the CGI is
Oh, like Rocket
phenomenal.
with Sean Gunn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it wasn't Sean Gunn this time. It was
go.
it was some girl, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think that finds
Okay.
but dude, man, it looks so great. Like his fur was like so lifelike, dude. Like
Okay, I know we saw it in the trailer, but the sequence where he punches the teeth out the guard,
Yeah.
but we didn't see the part where he gets surrounded and then starts spinning them
the
off of him.
Tasmanian devil.
Yeah.
And then
that was
lasers
crazy.
him and
was
stands
pretty
there
cool.
like floats there while Crypto's like chewing up another one.
Yeah.
So great.
dude, I was
Also, for all the
talking
people
to
who are like, "Oh, I thought he doesn't kill. Why is he lasering them?" They survived. If you watch the movie,
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can see them. You
It's
can
true.
see it's like just the suit that's burnt up, and they're like moving around. They're like,
because he can control the intensity of his laser.
Absolutely.
That's just-
Yeah.
yeah.
I was
I'm
talking
just
to
surprised we didn't see it until so late in the movie. Like I'm.
well, he
like,
never had a reason to use it before then. Like he just never
Mm.
most encounters were like super close up. Like
Yeah.
I mean, if he would have used it on Engineer, he probably would have like melted her dome off, you know. Like
I mean, he used it on her at the end as well. Whenever, yeah.
and I'm glad that while I thought it was a cool detail, I'm glad that he doesn't get hurt from using it. That was just from like the
Yeah, it was
kryptonite
just from-
poisoning.
yeah.
Well, no, that was from the lasers from
Yeah.
From
Ultraman.
Ultraman, yeah.
Which, dude,
From Hayden Christensen.
dude, yeah, seriously. Whenever the mask was like coming off and he had curly hair, I really thought it was Henry Cavill because at the time when this movie was like about to
He
come
has
out,
the
Henry Cavill
Yeah.
has long curly hair right now. I'm like,
I
We
knew
do
the
agree-
millisecond Lex got into the fortress that it was a clone.
Yep,
I,
same
yeah,
here.
the second that
I
happened,
put two and two
oh,
together. I was
clone.
like, yeah, that confirms it.
yeah,
exactly.
but
Do y'all think he? So when he threw him into the wormhole, you think he's going to?
he's going to
Bizarro
Earth 3.
World?
Bizarro
Bizarro
World,
World,
yeah,
because
Bizarro World.
100,000%.
Lex called him dumb. He's not gonna
Yeah.
be Ultraman from Earth 3.
I don't think so.
100%.
Yeah,
But with Lex calling him dumb, I think that sets up Connor because he's gonna like realize that
Do
he
it
needs to
again?
use some
He's
of
gotta
his
make-
own DNA.
I hope so. I would love Connor.
Oh my
That'd be
god!
sweet.
I saw a skit on TikTok where it's like, all right, Lex, you're done serving your 9 months in prison, and Lex turns around, he's holding a baby, and he's like, he has your eyes.
Yeah.
Unreal.
What do y'all
Man.
think about the? Obviously, Mr. Terrific and Jimmy were two great parts of the movie. What do you think about the spin-off shows that are in like reported to be in the works as well?
I love it.
I'm hyped.
I really
But
hope we
I
get a
think
Daily
Mr.
Planet
Terrific
one.
should be developed into
The Terrifics. I agree. And I
Agreed.
think that I saw someone say the Jimmy Olsen show should
Daily
low-key
Planet.
cameo Darkseid because his first appearance was
That
I would
would
love
be
that.
cool.
I would love that.
just a
I do think it should
cameo.
follow all the Daily Planet though. Like the main lead could be Jimmy and Lois. Like make them
Well,
two the main
me and-
leads.
Me and Stu were talking about it. If they did a Daily Planet show, Superman doesn't even really have to be in it. You can see
No.
like in the main scene, like in the very back corner, if you could see Clark just kind of like slipping out of frame or whatever, you know, like dude,
Yeah,
that would be perfect.
use
Can
a
you-
backup actor to
yeah,
kind of
yeah, it doesn't,
Perfect,
it doesn't
yeah.
even have to be,
Can
yeah.
you imagine?
and you can
if
the
they
running
did-
joke could be like, "Where's Clark?"
Yes,
Exactly,
seriously,
dude.
it'd be
That'd be
perfect.
great.
Can you imagine if they did like a Daily Planet show, but it's like Parks and Rec or The Office?
Oh, dude, that would be
That'd be
so
amazing.
good.
That would be awesome.
And
Just
then
an
they would go.
office
They would go
sitcom.
to Clark's like little part where he's supposed to talk, and everyone's like, "Where's Clark?"
Clark?
That'd
That'd be
Um,
hilarious.
And then it pans over, and
I
there's another
don't-
monster attacking the city.
They
Even though-
really should do that and play on it like the hey, where's Perry? And then
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be
Hey,
fire.
James
one-
Gunn,
one-
James Gunn, hit
one
me up.
perfor-
You know where to find me.
Dude, one performance. He didn't have a lot of screen time, didn't have a ton of lines, but and I cannot,
Metamorpho.
I can't. Well, him, but like
Oh,
I'm talking. I cannot remember his name, but the dude they cast for Perry White is perfect.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah,
Absolutely
he killed
perfect.
that shit.
Absolutely
He's very good.
perfect.
Bro,
So how long-
Superman
so how
was
long
gonna
they been
save the
hooking
day,
up?
so he stayed his ass in that building, bro.
Yeah.
It was the
Yeah.
funniest shit.
Wendell Pierce is his name. That was
Wendell
it.
Pierce. That's
Wendell
right.
Pierce.
I know.
yeah.
I know him from
Yeah,
Suits.
he was hilarious.
He's in Suits, and that's what
He
I
is
know
in
him from.
Suits.
Yeah.
He's in a
Um,
lot
When he
of
was like,
shit.
"Stop calling me Chief. Call me."
Yeah.
Chief."
Yeah, he was so funny. And Steve Lombard. He's like, why
Where's
don't
my
I have a
seat?
seat? Yeah, why don't I have a seat?
Underrated shot. Whenever they're ready to go up on the roof, and he's like, "Cat, Ron," and they like cuts to him really quick, and they like hop up out of their seat. I don't know if y'all remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just a cool little shot where he says their name and it cuts to him. Like, I
Yeah,
don't
no,
know.
I agree. The
So-
cinematography was just great.
so
And
we
then
getting,
Steve, they get in the ship, and Steve's like, "Why don't I get a seat?"
Dude,
Then
it's
he's sitting there
amazing.
dropping the aspirin in the water.
yeah. Yeah, after Hawk Girl
Dude, that was a
dropped the
crazy
president and then it
switch.
transitioned to the
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the foreign conflict was
Yeah.
also really interesting in the fact that the Justice Gang like stepped up to save them, and that when the boy lifted the flag even after the other kids left and just stood there,
Yeah. The guy
the
Gardner
Justice
pulled up.
Gang
You got an
needs
upgrade.
got an upgrade.
I need
He
them
was
to become
perfect, bro.
Justice League International.
Man, Justice
ASAP.
Gang.
Yeah, they will, bro.
That's-
They will.
That's an awesome name.
yeah, you're in.
Dude, I love Hawk Girl's screech when she's flying
Oh.
through the hallway, just like,
Yeah, it was super sick.
oh my gosh.
Dude,
I
I
can't-
saw some people saying they hated how much she screeched or whatever.
Man,
I
people
thought it
just
was dope.
finding
More
hey,
haters.
they're just doing that right
Some
there.
motherfuckers always trying to ice skate uphill.
Exactly.
Hey, man, God forbid a white boy get a little motion. You know what I'm saying?
Hey Noah, we're gonna need you to log off, bud.
So this is your last episode.
Yeah, I know. I know. This is my
Oh wait, is this
farewell.
the episode where we kill off Noah?
Yes.
Maybe no spoilers.
No spoilers. Stay tuned to the end.
Oh man.
Where
but
is
you
my
know.
ghost?
Do you think so? We're getting 3 generations. Well, 3 generations of lanterns. I say generations, you know what I mean. Do you think that with other characters that have different generations, like do you think we'll see like Shayura's Hawk Girl at some point?
If
Hawk
they
Girl,
do-
I don't know, but most
I
characters.
don't think they're
yeah.
gonna dive into the Hawks lore too much, just because of how confusing it is. Trying to translate that to live action, I don't see them just attempting to
know.
do all that.
I was
I'd
I
love
was
if
just
they
wondering-
at least visit Thanagar though. That would be really cool.
That would be awesome.
some
I know
Wakanda
for a
vibes,
fact
bro.
we're gonna get the Flash generations. You have to, especially since we've
Especially
seen
given that
Flash
they
and
showed Jay,
Bat
yeah.
family are top priority in my opinion.
absolutely. And I really do think that Bruce Wayne is already cast. I really think that casting's already done.
I don't-
we might find
Oh,
out
I
in
think
San
half
Diego
of the Bat
Comic-Con next
family's
week.
cast.
Who
I think
knows?
Nightwing's cast. Like I
Well,
think they're
the
all
thing
cast
is,
and kept under
so
wraps.
James Gunn is supposed to read the Brave and the Bold script this year because he said it was supposed to be
That
turned.
movie doesn't come out for at least 3. It's the
And
Batman.
I really do think that the casting's already done. The way that James Gunn talks, it's like he knows way more than he's letting on. Way more.
It's
He's all
definitely
like,
possible.
It's
Yeah,
Brandon
I-
Skelnar. It is.
It's gotta be Brandon Sklenar, dude. It has to be. He's perfect.
Yeah.
Or it could be Nate. We don't know.
Yep.
I don't.
I can see, yeah. Strong bat leader.
Unbelievable.
Wrong bat.
Yeah, I think a lot of people in the DCU are already cast.
Yeah.
Just a theory.
And
Or at least ideas of who he wants
So-
to play them.
And I do
agree.
like that James Gunn has already like filmed projects and made them connect. Like we didn't know until a few days ago that Peacemaker, the entire story of Peacemaker season 2 is because of the events of Superman. That's the entire season 2
Yeah.
of Peacemaker. That's what he said.
I'm so
That's what
hyped for Peacemaker now, dude.
And it's the
Ah.
ending is not only gonna have a cameo, but it's gonna lead to like the bigger events, or it's gonna allude to the bigger events that like he said that like
And
fans
It's gonna be
will
Lex
put
Luthor.
together.
Yeah,
Big
he already
time.
said that Guy Gardner and Hawker are going to be in Peacemaker.
Those
Well,
are they were in
it's
the they were in the trailer.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just talking like they're going to have like a
But
role.
I'm 99% sure that big cameo at the end is gonna be Lex Luthor.
You think so?
And it's probably gonna have something to do with the Legion of Doom.
I mean, that's great. That'd be great and all, but if I just get like a shadow, like silhouette of Batman, I
I mean,
might have
if
to
it's
change
if
my
it's
shorts.
crazy, that would be insane.
I saw
Like the
someone say
craziest
Green
thing would be
Arrow.
Earth 3 cameo, and like he's setting up Earth 3 or something. But
I
like,
don't know.
I don't know. The
Imagine it's just
multiverse
like
early
Peacemaker.
is
I think my favorite thing about the DCU is that he said that like I said, they're not going to have just a standard timeline. I think that is perfect because then
it's like Star
we're
Wars.
really
Yeah.
going to get to see characters that we thought would never come to live action. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
Yeah.
we waited 20 years to see the origin of Vader or whatever the hell. Well, I didn't wait that long, but a lot of people did.
I mean, dude, like I never thought that we would get an Alan Scott Green Lantern in live action, but we're going to. You know, like
Yeah,
Oh, for sure.
I never thought that, and I'm so hype about
But
it.
I do think it was interesting that like he wasn't one of the main easy to see people in the
Yeah,
in the
I bet he
portrait.
was on the other side where we could.
Had to have been because if that thing goes around, dude, it could have people that aren't even in the JSA.
Do
in
we
it.
I mean,
know?
Yeah.
Did James say when he was going to release the official mural?
No, he just said eventually.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
gonna. I think he's gonna give people time to see the movie. Like,
I think
Because,
it'll be
dude,
SDCC. My personal
as
opinion,
soon
but
as soon as
Yeah,
that
probably.
releases
That
in
makes
like
sense.
4K res, bro, it's raps,
I'm
dude.
just hyped that the DC is like fast tracking their important characters. You know, like
Yes,
Wonder
and
Woman,
James Gunn came
Batman.
out
Wonder
and
Woman,
said it. He
Batman,
was like,
yeah.
"These characters are being fast tracked."
Because the
Flash
big
will be
four
the
are
next
Superman,
one, I
Wonder Woman,
promise you.
Batman, and Supergirl. That's their
Yeah,
big
I'm
four.
glad
Flash
there
will be the next
wasn't.
fast track project.
Fast track.
Dude,
Fast track.
Please.
I
Please.
really hope that
Kill Barry.
I don't want to say that that fan castings are the best route, but it's really hard for me to see somebody besides like Rudy Panko playing Wally. Like just
My
the more
fan caster.
Bro, I do not. I'm not. I do not like Rudy Van
you don't
Cal.
like Rudy, dude.
No,
He is.
I didn't like him
He's
as Johnny
amazing.
either. I just don't
I
think
mean-
he's that good of an actor, unfortunately.
I didn't really like Outer Banks. So.
Yeah,
But like, I don't have a problem with Rudy. I think he would be a good Wally. But I
I
just don't
think-
really like Outer Banks.
see now
I
here's
think
where we
Jace
can
Norman would make a
go
good Wally
from
too.
I agree.
from Outer Banks. I think we take I don't know his name, Jonathan
Pope?
Bailey, maybe.
you talking about the
Is
dude
that
that
Pope?
plays
What's that, Pope?
Pope?
Pope,
He needs
yeah.
to be Cyborg.
He-
He 100% needs to
I
be
was gonna
Cyborg.
say Cyborg or Static. Let's get it.
I
And
think
then
he's too old for static, but
who's
I
the
do.
main-
Agreed,
I like
yeah.
that a lot.
Who's
But
the main
Cyborg-
girl from Outer Banks?
What's her name?
Which
Sarah
one, Kia-
Cameron.
Yeah,
Madeline Klein.
Madeline
Madeline
Klein.
Klein. Thank you. I feel like she'd be a pretty good Star Girl.
Eh,
I would just bring back the one from the CW. I don't think you like. I agree, she would probably be pretty good, but I think
I could see it.
Breck from the CW played
Mhm.
the perfect Stargirl. Perfect.
Oh, from the
Show, like
the
from
show?
yeah, the show. I think she was
Gotcha.
perfect, and like I think she of all the CW actors played her role the best, even better than Grant, Stephen Amell. Like,
Yeah.
she was perfect.
I think Earth, like, because I don't know if y'all saw my video, but my theory was like Earth 3 was going to be the big event, like an invasion from Earth 3, like a crime syndicate forever evil type thing. And I think it would be so cool if they did that, and using the Earth 3 versions, they would pick like other actors who have portrayed the roles in the past. If they don't want to, if Henry Cavill doesn't want to be Ultraman, then you could easily use Brandon Ruth. If Ben Affleck doesn't want to be Owlman, you could use Christian Bale. If you could use I could use
Christian
the
Bale as Owlman is some peak
dude
shit.
people are like,
right there,
people
bro.
are like, for Johnny Quick, would you use Grant or would you use Ezra? I was like, neither. Use the guy who played Impulse in Smallville
That's not bad.
as Johnny Quick. I think he would kill that. Power Ring, get Ryan Reynolds or
He's not
something
doing
like
that
that.
shit.
Or if you're doing Emerald Knight, like the newer iterations, you can use John Diggle from the CW because that's like an iteration of John Stewart.
Or the one from Zack Snyder's universe that we never saw. We just saw a
Exactly. There's
picture.
so many options. Like to do an Earth 3 would be so cool.
I don't disagree. As long as Gal Gadot is not Superwoman.
No,
Galileo.
I would low key use Donna from the Titans show as Superwoman.
That's solid. That's
Yeah.
solid.
Speaking of Gal, Wonder Woman, I've been seeing people fan cast the girl from Moon Knight.
Yes. May
Perfect.
Yeah, I agree.
I love that.
That's
I
my
love
pick.
it.
Yeah.
I love
but
it,
it's
bro.
not my top choice.
I love it. And the big
My
hair.
top choice.
I
Me
can
and
see
Stu have
it.
the
Let's
same
go.
top choice, Adria Ariona. But the only problem, she is only 5'7".
That shit
Bro.
doesn't matter. Height does not matter in
I'm
Hollywood.
so.
It doesn't. Look at Tom Cruise, bro. How tall do you
mean-
think that dude really is?
I mean,
And
yeah,
then
but
watch his
like-
movies.
Yeah,
They're
but
not
you
gonna
couldn't put him
hire
next to
AJ
David
Arjona
Cornswell.
after Gal Gadot because they're both like super pro Israel, and James Gunn has been very, like, the whole movie was very anti-Israel. I feel like they're not gonna hire her.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I
I
think
also like
Wonder Woman very well could
Melissa
be.
Barrera. That's my second
Yeah,
top
I
choice.
think
I'm
I
with
think
you,
that
Nate, on the
Wonder
May
Woman is
Cal-
probably the second, if not the hardest comic book role to cast. You know what I mean?
because she's tall, muscular, a good. She has to be a good actress. She has to be
Yeah.
able to do action sequences. She has to be the right age. Like
It's
there's a lot
very
that goes
difficult.
into it.
Listen, bro, Wonder Woman fans, bro, some of those things ain't gonna happen. I guess it's just
I think the
Yeah.
one that's not going to be
happen.
happening is the height. I think she can
It's
get
it's
muscular.
hard. Yeah, it's pretty hard to find.
It's just
James already
camera
said it.
angles.
Yeah,
Like
like
it's
finding
not
some
hard to make people
foot
look
plus.
tall in movies, like at
Yeah.
all.
I mean,
Oh,
they
no, for
had
sure.
they
It's just-
had Chris Evans on his knees or on a soapbox for all those scenes in Captain America. When
Oh
they
yeah,
Oh,
whenever
First
he
Avenger.
was.
Now,
Yeah,
I know
like-
making them look shorter is easier than
CGI,
making
all
them
that
look
shit,
tall,
like-
but they've got ways around it to.
Oh,
make
And
it
the
of
way
course,
look
James
yeah.
Gunn said that VFX is going to have at least a year to finish all their like stuff. Like you're giving them a year
Fantastic.
between release. Dude,
Fantastic.
do so much better than what the MCU's doing, where they're rushing them and underpaying them and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Genuinely giving them time to cook up something good.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, Lanterns. Speaking of that, Lanterns just finished filming, so we're probably gonna
Yes.
start
Yeah,
getting
Freaking wait,
Yes.
dude! I can't freaking
some
wait.
Lanterns teasers soon.
Dude, I'm so excited, and I think I talked to you about this before, Brandon. I was saying that while I do think that kids should be able to experience Green Lantern, I do like that he is giving projects for every like audience range. You know what I mean?
I agree. I just
Because some people will go see Superman and be like, yeah, it's great, but I prefer darker stories. Then they can go watch Lanterns or whatever. I get where you're coming from though, where I think kids should be able to experience Green Lantern.
And also, I think if you're going to do a TVMA project that's in the universe, I don't think that project should have big implications on the universe because kids shouldn't have to go back and watch a TVMA project to know what's happening with the bigger events of the
Yeah,
universe.
I mean, I know it's gonna have
I
implications.
would disagree
but
if Deadpool and Wolverine wasn't a thing, because isn't that shit rated R?
yeah,
yeah, it is.
Yeah,
I
I think
guess it kind of depends how much they dive into the TVMA. Like
Well-
if it's just some cuss words, no one cares.
yeah.
it's gonna
Well,
be. It's literally gonna be. My guesses would be cuss words, drugs, and
maybe like
sex.
maybe like
the
some
big,
sexual
the big
stuff.
three of
yeah.
TVMA.
Well, Nathan Fillion did an interview and he was like, "I've dropped more f bombs and lanterns than I have in any other project I've ever worked on."
Combined. All
Oh,
of them
Guy
combined.
Gardner's gonna
Insanity.
be a dick in Lanterns,
Oh, I'm
dude.
so excited.
Because
Yeah,
he
I'm
doesn't like, he doesn't really fuck with anyone in the Lanterns.
Brandon's
for,
cat
like,
is
it's
Spider-Man?
bro.
Yeah, that's what I just saw.
He's Catman.
But one
Yeah.
thing about Lanterns, I really hope we don't get a look at either suit, any suit. I hope they
You don't want to see
show it.
any of them?
No, because I think it worked for a movie with like Superman where they like show you and like get you really hyped. But either way, a show like you gotta have HBO Max to even watch it. So like there's not a point in like spoiling what could be like one of the coolest suit ups ever.
Oh, you're talking about like a teaser or something.
Yeah.
no,
yeah.
like like a
I want to
picture.
see it for the first time.
Trailers
when
are
I'm
fine.
watching
You do
it.
that shit
Oh,
in the
okay,
trailer,
okay,
that's
okay.
normal.
I thought
So,
you were
like,
talking
yeah,
about
I
you
don't
don't
wanna
want.
see another David.
I thought you were saying you
them
don't
to
want
be
suits
in
in
a
all of
suit.
it.
No.
That's what I thought
Trailers
you
are
were
fine.
saying,
Yeah,
too.
no. I'm just saying, don't do what they did with David and reveal a picture of a
I-
damaged suit or dirty suit or whatever. Don't do
I'm
anything
very
like that.
excited to see Aaron Pierre in the suit. I think, dude.
Yeah.
That dude
I'm
is
just
gonna
really
kill
curious
it, bro.
on what
I agree.
the suits are gonna look like, given that
Me
Guy
too.
Gardner's definitely not wearing like the Green Lantern core suit.
I think that
I think it's gonna be
that-
comic inspired, but I don't think it's gonna. It's not definitely not gonna be CGI. I think it's gonna be comic inspired, but it's going to have like those modern elements, just like every other.
which
you know.
I think Guy's eventually gonna get his green vest. Like he's
He
eventually gonna
probably
get it.
already has had it. It's
Yeah.
just right now he
he's
works
just
for
worked
Maxwell Lord.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maxwell Lord cameo was crazy too. I don't think we mentioned that.
It was
The
pretty
little
good.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty
Dude,
funny.
Last thing about lanterns, dude. I hope that they take heavy inspiration for John's suit from Justice League Unlimited, where it's got just as much black on the suit as it does the green, dude. Oh,
Yeah,
I'm with you.
I
I'm with
agree.
you.
I need
Of
that.
the cloth.
Of the class.
The claw.
That
Dude,
just had
that-
me dying, bro.
That
That's what I'm
haircut
saying,
should be
bro.
against
He
your
was
vows.
so funny, bro.
So
He
you know
was
he's
so
Clark
funny.
Kent too?
So you
Bro,
know about the
that shit
hypno
had
glasses?
me dead, dude.
Yeah, bro.
You know he wears hypno glasses, right? You know about the hypno glasses?
Hilarious.
She
bro.
does now.
Yeah.
Hilarious. Still the you're
He's
in.
like,
That's my
why
favorite
were you?
line
Why
in
would
the
you say
show,
that?
or in the movie,
Suppose
bro.
I didn't know. Why would you be saying that?
Bro, one of my
Grab my
favorite
So you
things
know
he
he's Clark
said,
Kent.
he goes, "We're called the Justice Gang," and Mr. Terrific's like, "No, we're not." And he goes, "You don't get to say it with a name like Mr. Terrific, dude."
Dude, I
That
And
was
love
Hawkgirl was
awesome,
like,
dude.
I vote no too. And he was like, well, I'm leader, so I get the tiebreaker.
I love their chemistry so much, dude.
Dude,
Oh,
and it's
all right.
awesome he thinks
hysterical.
he's leader because the second Batman shows up on Justice League International to figure out like what's up with Maxwell Lord. That's the leader. That's
What's funny is they
Oh.
alluded it to it with Superman with him getting in his face, so you know he's gonna get in Batman's face,
Dude,
and it's gonna end completely
yeah.
different.
It's gonna be a crazy parallel. I know.
Yeah,
it's
because
gonna happen.
Superman ain't
gonna
gonna
be
throw
hilarious,
hands.
bro.
Batman will put you on your back, bro. I'm telling you straight up. Lantern
Are
ring
you,
or not. I mean, we know that
talking
he
from
can he can take
experience,
rings
Brando?
from
Yeah,
lanterns.
he's socking him in the face. It's gonna be epic.
Oh, straight up, straight up. And guys just gonna be so like distraught by the whole situation.
Okay, I made a video about it today. The first Justice League movie, the post-credit scene. Do we think it's going to be Batman and Superman in the diner?
I saw your video.
Nah,
I
You don't
don't.
think so? One of the funny post-credit scenes because I think James Gunn's gonna do it. Bro's gonna get him to eat that shoe.
I think he's gonna do it in the what is probably the world's finest movie.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, if he
Just,
does
like
that, that'll
at
make
the
sense.
end though, like I think
Yeah.
it'll still be a post credit, but I don't think it'll be the Justice League movie.
That would be
I think
cool.
if anything, the Justice League movie will set up the New Gods. That's just my guess. Depending on what Justice League it is, like what if it's international.
Ever since he
probably
announced
not.
James Gunn announced the whole slate and called it Gods and Monsters, ever since he did that, I was like, where the hell are the new guys?
And then he
at?
called it that shit in the opening of Superman
Yeah,
as well.
where the hell they at? Where
The
they
Arrow,
Oh,
We're
yeah.
Gods
definitely
and
Where's
getting
my
New
boy
Monsters.
Gods
Scott
for
Free?
sure.
Where is Scott Free?
Also,
Yeah.
people were mad because
Yeah.
people were mad because they called Superman a metahuman, but I don't think James Gunn is calling him a metahuman. I think
What
it's
Earth
what
thinks he is.
people,
Yeah,
it's
people
what the
there are
world
just calling
think.
him that. Yeah,
That's what they
Yeah.
think he is.
100%.
And
Yeah.
metahuman is just a term.
because they
for
also they call
enhanced
them
people.
alien multiple
Like,
times.
Enhanced humanoid, yeah, humanoid.
Metahumans are not always human. Like they're
Yeah,
that's
a
just- it's
metahuman is just
what
a
it's
way
called.
a way of comic book
Categorizing
kinda calling
the uncategorizable.
super powered
Yeah.
individuals.
Just
yeah.
like Marvel has mutants, Inhumans. Like it's exactly like one of those.
I agree. Well, anything else
yeah.
DCU related?
Superman, a
Yes.
10 out of 10. Go
Um,
see it.
If it's not, yeah, unless you guys have anything else Superman related, we got to talk about the next main event.
Peak.
Absolute
Yeah.
Batman
Absolute
2.
Batman.
Absolute
Best
Batman.
issue
Holy ball
yet.
sack. Did everyone read it?
Yes.
Okay, thank
Yeah.
God. Spoiler
Oh
warning
my-
for Absolute Batman issue number 10. You have been warned. I got to ask, does Batman have powers? Boys.
I don't know, honestly.
Boys.
It looks like they completed the process.
It
Boys.
looks like they injected Venom.
That's what I'm saying. That shit looks
like
they
main
did on
serum,
him,
bro.
They completed it. So
And they did say that like his body is completely ready and it's just his spirit that needs to. So I feel as if maybe they'll just like make so his spirit and mind never fully does it, so he doesn't.
And
get
because
powers.
they said that,
But
I think
if
that
he
sets
gets
up the
powers,
monks.
bro,
I think that spirit, body, mind shit sets up him going to train with the monks because he hasn't done that shit here.
dude, that's insane. What if he got Man-Bat's powers? Bro could just turn into a bat.
That's what I
Yeah.
considered, and he would like turn into a bat. That's what I thought because like I feel like they teased that early on last issue when he first got into Arkham.
there's the skeleton. Yeah.
There was
Well,
the
that,
skeleton.
and even in this issue, he walks past his container.
Langstrom,
and-
yeah, he walks back to
Langstrom.
the inn, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, dude,
So if he's being kept
dude,
near it,
this
you-
issue was
you
insane.
imagine.
Our
This
first
issue
look
was
at
insane.
Absolute Clayface and Poison Ivy.
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie, I thought that was Swamp Thing. And
I did
think
too.
it
I thought it
should
was
have been,
first.
but then I went back and read like the.
Project Isley, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't
still
notice
think it
that
should
at
have been
first. I
Swamp
thought it was
Thing,
Swamp
though.
Thing too.
Also, at Project Langstrom, do you think the pig that was saying "Help me" was that like their version of Absolute Professor Pig?
Probably.
Yeah,
Hmm.
dude, Clayface was pretty, but Poison Ivy was terrifying.
Clayface
She
was.
but I mean, dude,
Oh gosh,
Killer
dude.
Croc,
Yeah,
Dude, when he
dude.
rode, when he was on
Dude,
like
his-
riding
bro.
Croc,
His
Yeah.
like mouth goes down to his arm.
Yeah,
and
that's
it
what
like
Yeah.
I was confused
unhinges
about.
and
When
just
I was reading
Yeah,
that,
bro.
I was like, how
and-
does that work?
bro's
And on
Pac-Man.
top of all this, bro's a professional boxer.
Yeah,
dude,
bro.
it
Like,
So like, what
if
the
we see
hell?
him and
That's what I'm
Bane
saying,
and
it might
Batman
start
just
Wait,
throw,
fucking crazy.
bro.
Can we
oh
pause for a
my
second?
What are you
They-
gonna do?
they
Godzilla with
confirmed-
hands, bro.
They confirmed Batman's measurements at 6'9",
Mm-hmm.
421.
421.
6'9"? Bro's not in the NBA.
Yeah, well, I thought
I
that was
mean-
already confirmed. Well, not the weight, but the height, because I thought when Scott Snyder started, he said,
The height was confirmed, yeah.
okay.
How
'Cause
does
no one
inside
know
the
that
suit,
he's Batman?
7 foot.
How
So it
does
gives
no
him
one?
like 3 inches. Right? Yeah.
Yeah, how does no one know that he's Batman? He's the
Dude.
only 6'9" person walking around
Nah,
Gotham.
he's
Yeah.
not, though, because like Waylon's the same height.
That's what I'm saying. Waylon's big as fuck. There's big-
Everybody
yeah,
in the
there's
Absolute
big
Universe
dudes.
is huge. Bro.
Like they're
Everybody-
all
It's just
even,
big dudes
even
in
if y'all
general.
saw the Catwoman cover,
I mean,
dude,
like,
she looks
dude-
like she's gonna be tall as shit.
I mean, even like Raja
Dude.
Ghul is like freaking 7
Dude, he's
foot.
a unit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Dude,
Fair
Wonder
enough.
Woman is huge.
Dude,
Everyone's
Catwoman's like
just tall.
mask, helmet kind of thing looks crazy,
Oh,
bro.
that actually leads into what we're gonna talk about for the DCKO. So they came out and confirmed that when like Darkseid created the Absolute Universe, like he like absorbed a bunch of Omega energy, and like he's like the king of Omega in a way. And the
He's basically
DC,
God
Yeah.
over there.
oh yeah, and the DC KO event is going to be the heroes and villains pitted against each other, and the winner is going to absorb enough Omega energy to become King Omega and challenge Darkseid to take him down before he reaches their reality.
That's why in the group chat I said this is the top 5 people it's gonna be. Obviously, either Superman,
It's Superman.
Batman that wins, bro. I think it's a mislead.
It's time, bro.
Because-
It's time.
No,
It's
because
time.
no, Joshua Williamson came out and confirmed it. He said that
It's
Metal
time.
was a Batman event, Death Metal was a Wonder Woman
Right.
event. This is a Superman event.
But that doesn't mean Superman wins, because that could imply that's one of my guesses. John Kent could win, and then my
Fair.
other 2 guesses are Nightwing and City Boy. I think City Boy has a
It's time.
high possibility of getting that Omega energy just because of his powers and because
Imagine
of his
City
relations to
Boy
Darkseid.
shows up and wins it all. Nate, would you be happy?
Absolutely, bro. I just want him to show up. That's all I really want.
Dude, the fact,
do
that,
think
the
it's
fact that
probably
every
Superman,
single one of
though.
the We Are Legends
Ah.
characters has showed up since, except for City Boy, is so crazy.
It's unbelievable.
And the
bro.
Vigil, where's the Vigil been? That book was so good, and they just disappeared.
It's crazy, bro. It's crazy
Yeah.
disrespect. But yeah,
I'm
no.
glad Xanthi's being used though.
I mean, like, not really.
Oh, we got
Wait a
to
little
talk
bit.
about this peak. Mark Wade is officially back on the Flash.
Yes,
Or the
sir.
KO event. Oh, Impulse Point.
Impulse Point and Dan
Impulse is
Moore
gonna try to-
covers.
Impulse is gonna try to go back in time and create an impulse point to like alter time, and Wally's gonna try to stop him.
But is he going back or forward?
That's another thing that just
'Cause
reminds me.
I don't think it said. Like, I don't think. And then if you think about it, in Impulse Point, he would have to change something in the future, would he not?
Yeah. What if he's trying to? What if they find out? Oh wait, on the cover it shows the Dark Legion. What if he finds out what's happening
And
in
it
the future?
shows what's his name? Who
Time
was Superman been
Trapper.
fighting? Time Trapper.
It shows them. So what if he's going further into the future to stop the dark future from happening?
And he sees it happen.
Yeah. Ooh, and then he brings back the. Okay, interesting, dude. I feel like
That'd
this
be
is
peak,
low
bro.
key.
Because
I think we might be in the best era of DC.
I thought
think we
about
might be.
this when that book got announced.
I mean, not like ever.
We really haven't gotten confirmation. But do you guys think there's a possibility Impulse remembers Booster Gold? Because
I don't
Impulse
know.
is from the future.
I'm not sure. I mean, we know that that the Justice League that they're forming is going to get.
I don't think so because
for
I
sure,
think
they're
it's
gonna
kind of
go
like I
get-
think for the time being, Booster Gold is almost like removed from reality.
Mr. Terrific
yeah,
and his like
well,
terrific
like
10.
Superman-
So
like,
even
oh,
if it's in the
he-
future, I don't know if he would.
I guess no,
Yeah.
that's true. Because Superman's gonna meet Booster technically for the first time,
Yeah.
which is the next issue.
Dude, did
Yeah,
you see
no.
the announcement about Mr. Terrific and his like Terrific 10, and he's gonna have like
Yeah.
all the time
Yeah,
displaced
that's
heroes on
super
his
hype.
team.
Batman
Yeah.
Beyond is in there. I'm
That's
in there. That's
extremely
all I
hype.
know.
And JSA Aquaman, and yeah, dude.
Year
I
one
need
Barry
0-year
Should be best.
Batman and main continuity Batman to interact.
Well, I'm 99% sure Year One Barry's gonna be in it because Barry doesn't have powers right now.
Yeah.
That
But,
might be how we get some Barry content. You're right.
Speaking of Barry, did you guys read Absolute Flash?
We did. Yeah.
I did.
It was so-so. This issue,
It was short,
so-so.
but
It
it
was
was
cool.
good.
But what I really want to talk about, did you guys see the solicit for the most recent issue 9? I think it was.
Barry's coming back.
Yes,
Yeah, he's
sir.
Reverse
He
Flash. He's
came back
100%
in this
Reverse
issue
Flash.
though.
Yeah, he's 100% Reverse Flash.
Like, did you guys see him come back in this issue?
When?
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Are you, bro? Whenever Grodd is like, Wally, look at this. There's a blonde dude laying on the floor.
That was Rory. That was Mick Rory.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. After he took his powers away. It was
Yeah.
Mick Rory.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Word. So how's Barry gonna come back?
I don't know, but he's definitely Reverse Flash. You
Okay,
guys
do
see
we
that
think-
cover and like the solicit?
I
So
still think
was
he's
thinking,
Black Flash. Reverse Flash just doesn't. Like, what would his goal be against? Like, I don't know.
I think that the Veronica.
Well, we're gonna find out.
I
in
think
that
that
issue.
Eleanor Thawne, I think that person at the end in the tubes, I think those were what the Martians are. Like those beings of pure thought. And I think she's using those to create metahumans. And that realm that Wally went to, he's connected to that like thought realm that the Martian Manhunter's from.
I think
And
that's
that's
where
where-
Barry's.
That would be
is.
crazy.
Yeah, so it's not a speed force. He channels the most of that energy, so he's connected to it on a higher frequency than, say, Captain Cold or not Captain Cold. He's technology, but you know what I'm saying, Weather Wizard or Firestorm, whatever.
That would be crazy.
Yeah, because that was definitely their version of the Speed Force that he was pulled into, right?
I would. That's what I assume.
Yeah, with the hand reaching out, which I think was probably Barry's hand.
So
I'm not sure what they.
I think it was probably Barry's hand, but with that,
probably, but I don't know.
with the like Absolute Legion of Doom book or whatever it's called being announced.
Oh,
I think we're
Absolute Evil.
fine.
Yeah.
What's it called?
Absolute Evil.
Absolute Evil.
Yeah.
I think we're finally gonna get the answer of what happened with Mirror Master.
Yeah, hopefully,
yeah.
dude. Hopefully, from that Energon or no, what the hell? Free Comic
Hawkman is
Book Day?
coming.
Yeah, and Green Arrow and Doom Patrol and freaking yeah.
Dr. Fate, bro, it's
Keep
about to get
coming, bro.
crazy.
Is there
And
going to be a
JSA
Doom
too.
Patrol run?
JSA as well.
What'd you say,
Yeah.
Mac?
Is there going to be a Doom Patrol run? Ooh, okay.
No.
I don't think it's
Oh.
going to be a run, but there's
Snyder
gonna be-
They're
said
gonna be
that-
introduced.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Snyder
Good.
said that some members of the Doom Patrol and the JSA will appear in the Absolute Universe. Someone asked him about Green Arrow, and he responded with a smiley face. Hawkman was on the cover of Absolute Evil, and what was the last character we were talking about?
We've
So
seen
there was
Dr. Fate's helmet.
Dr. Fate's helmet. Yeah, so they're all
But-
just kind of Easter eggs, and
Another one from a while back, Scott Snyder also confirmed we're getting Swamp Thing eventually. That's
He
why I
did,
thought
yeah.
that was
That's
Swamp
same.
Thing in
That's
this
why
issue.
I thought. Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
Swamp Thing would be really, really. I think we're
But-
building up to like an Absolute Justice League Dark with Dr. Fate, Swamp Thing, stuff like that. Oh, what if
Yeah.
Green Arrow and Hawkman are on the Justice League Dark? That'd be so sick.
That'd be interesting.
That would be cool. That would be
I
really
think
cool.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna change a character the same way the Ultimates changed Hawkeye. I just don't know who it's gonna be.
What do you mean? In what way?
Like how Hawkeye in the Ultimates is not Clint Martin.
Oh, like change it to an original character just with the name of the hero.
Like She-Hulk
Oh.
too,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
and like
Yeah,
She-Hulk.
and She-Hulk. Yeah, She-Hulk.
I could see it being like characters like a Doctor Fate or something
Oh, I
like
mean,
that.
the Flash.
Who? The Flesh?
The Flash.
Oh,
The Flesh?
I think you said the Flesh.
Yeah, Wally's not the original.
See, I think it would be
Yeah.
cool.
You been to Wally World lately?
No, I think it would be cool if Aquaman is different, and instead of having an affair, his mom, like his mom, so like the Queen, just has Orm, and like that he becomes
Orm is Aquaman. That would be
Yeah,
pretty
like
cool.
he's a good guy
Yeah.
here.
I think it'd be cool if Aquaman, instead of a Atlantean that was raised on land, if he was a land dweller who was raised in Atlantis and like learned Atlantean magic that allowed him to like survive down
That would
there.
also be cool.
I think that would be really cool as well. And like that's how he's divided between the two worlds.
Kind of on some Loki shit.
Or what
Yeah,
if he just,
exactly.
or what
He's
if they
yeah.
just made him a fish?
Okay,
He
wait a
is-
minute.
He is a fish.
Nah, but like with Orm, if he was Aquaman, then maybe you make Arthur like some, veteran who becomes Black Manta.
Arthur's I was just gonna say Arthur's Black Manta. That would be sick, bro. That would be
Dude,
sick.
that would be kind of crazy. It could just be Jackson though. Jackson could also be
Yeah.
Jackson.
True.
Yeah.
That would
Like have
also be
Aquaman
fire.
not exist and have Black Manta just
That
have
would
a
be fire.
child with an
Have a
Atlantean.
child. Yeah, that'd be dope.
I do like Jackson. Or they could do what if they did like Calder from Young Justice?
Peak.
That would also be tight.
Yeah,
Aren't Calder and Jackson the same person?
pretty much, yeah. Well, Calder was first. No. Sorry, Jackson was first. Calder was based off of Jackson, and then Jackson kind of disappeared from comics for a while, and they brought him back for Rebirth. So
But they're not the same person.
they're no. Calder in Young Justice is just based off of Jackson. It's an original character based
Oh,
off.
so
of
yeah,
Jackson.
so Calder doesn't exist in the comics.
No.
He
They
went to
they
Jackson,
are the
yeah.
same person.
No, yeah, okay,
yeah.
that's what I thought.
Yeah, they're both Aqualad, just like a different take on the character and stuff like that. Yeah, but yeah, was there any more comic news? I feel like there was. I'm just blanking.
There was a lot.
Definitely. The
Daniel Warren
Ultimate
Johnson.
Endgame.
Yeah.
Oh, that's him.
Ultimate's
Endgame.
Endgame. The Maker is back.
Yeah,
It's
that's
officially going
crazy,
down.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
It
about
It
to go down.
literally,
I hope it doesn't
gives
end,
me
but I
Endgame
don't think it will.
2019 vibes. Is what it
I
gives
think
me.
it's
bro.
interesting
That cover is
that
insane.
Noel comes back 2 months before the Maker gets out, even though they're not technically in the same universes right now. I just think it's interesting.
It's about to be some peak Marvel.
Ultimate no.
And
Does
speaking
it
of
feel
Ultimates,
kind of like? I mean, yeah, it's been going on for 2 years, but like it feels kind of like I don't know. It feels like it's being rushed at the end here. Like it feels like a lot of things are kind of happening. Does that make sense?
I get the strangest feeling. Like I don't think
I
that
mean,
they're just
I
gonna
guess I
axe
kinda
the
see what you
Ultimate
mean.
Universe.
Yeah,
as
that's
a
what I'm
whole.
saying. Like I don't want them to rush it into an ending. Is
I
what I'm
would
saying.
absolutely love nothing more than for Ultimate Peter to talk with 616 Peter.
And then kill him and take his spot because nobody likes
Oh,
616
I don't
Peter.
know about that.
like
I-
Peacemaker.
I have a theory that it's going to end with them going back in time to stop the Maker from changing their universe. And then the epilogue of this whole universe will be like, it'll basically look like 616 again. Because that's basically what it was before the Maker destroyed it.
Yeah,
Could
I
see
can see
that.
that.
I think the
I'm
Maker will be
excited.
like
I'm
kind of
excited.
just free in the
I-
multiverse.
I'm really
I hope they
pumped.
do another like Secret Wars because think about it. They made another Ultimate
I
Universe.
was gonna say, I feel
they're
like
doing
that
a
would
Secret
go-
Wars
there'd be an
movie.
incursion.
Yeah,
Oh,
like-
I mean, they probably will
an
because of
incursion.
the movie.
Spider-Man. The end of Spider-Man incursion is going to lead to an actual incursion, which is going to lead to another Secret Wars. Because what does the MCU love to do? What do comics love to do when the MCU is popping? They like to make stuff from the movies popular in comics to sell more movie tickets, which in turn sell more
But,
comics.
like, what do you even do?
You
for
make
that?
another incursion, you do another Secret Wars, and then you come. I think they're gonna make Ultimate Spider-Man the main Spider-Man in 616,
Nah, they'll
just like they
never
did
do
with
that.
just like they did with Miles.
They're not.
They
doing
won't do
that.
that because
unfortunately.
they won't do that to ASM. The original I would love them to, but the original Spider-Man, the Spider-Man we have right now in 616 is the original. They will never get rid of him.
Yeah,
They're
unfortunately.
just gonna keep making him live in hell, basically.
Give him
Like
a
nothing
kid,
is really
give
gonna
him a
change with
family.
Spider-Man for a long time.
Let him be like a side Spider-Man while his son and Miles are like the main Spider-Mans. You know?
I think maybe like they could both coexist in the same universe, but like they're never gonna make
Oh, like a
Ultimate
Scarlet Spider
Peter the
type of
main-
thing.
Yeah, but like Ultimate Peter will never be above Amazing Spider-Man. It just then that Marvel doesn't have the balls.
Yeah.
Just like
unfortunately.
DC wouldn't have the balls to do that with like absolute Superman or absolute Batman or something.
Fair, yeah. I'm ready for them to meet though. Not just the
Oh,
absolute characters,
it's
but also for them
possible-
to meet the main continuity ones.
I think it's possible to happen after the KO event for sure.
Yeah.
Especially
hope,
with
man.
Darkseid.
We also gotta realize how much Absolute Batman is going to tower over everyone at that meeting because
No,
I don't
literally.
think anyone else is that size, bro.
They're not.
No. Swamp
Dude,
Thing,
they're
maybe.
also their villains. Like think about the Legion of Doom. All of their villains are some of the most terrifying villains like ever.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman's
yeah.
are probably the
we
most.
haven't even seen
tame.
everybody.
Yeah. Like you've got Ra's al Ghul and Brainiac next to Mr. Freeze and Bane.
Dude,
But Ra's al
What?
Ghul is also
We
low-key
keep-
Bane too, so
we keep
Yeah.
getting little teases here and there of Absolute Joker, bro. I want to see that dude.
Dude, it's
Also,
gonna be
we-
crazy, bro. It's gonna be crazy.
This is just a little theory, but we ain't seen the president of the United States yet in any absolute book, have we?
It's Lex. It's Lex.
It's
Yeah, They
Lex.
haven't
I
revealed
hope
Lex a
so.
single time.
Yeah, I
It's
hope
Lex.
so. But I'm pretty
And
sure
Jason
Jason
Aaron
Aaron
kind of like
said he's
brushed
like
over it a
not
long
doing
time
it.
ago
Yeah.
and just said that Lex isn't in his Superman book. Lex is president for sure.
I hope
And I
so.
think that'll
so.
be revealed in that Legion book.
I think that's part of like Darkseid's plan too.
I hope so. But yeah, no, I mean,
Omega Lex. Oh my god, what if Lex becomes Darkseid? What if they defeat Darkseid and Lex just absorbs the energy and becomes Darkseid?
Lex wins the KO event.
It wouldn't be the first time that he became like an Omega infused like beast. Like I think that happened in Rebirth. Or no, it happened at the end of New 52. That's when it was when he got
I was
stuck
gonna
on
say, but
Apocalypse.
I don't.
Yeah.
It was
In the
Apocalypse.
Justice League run, right?
Yeah, he like he had like the Omega energy. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's when Batman got the Mobius chair,
Yep.
and
Oh,
all the
yeah.
Justice League got like
Oh,
crazy
yeah.
power. They all got like super power boosts.
As
Like
they- as
Shazam
they-
became the
as they
god.
can
The
see-
no
seem
wait,
to do a lot.
Green Lantern became like the god of light, and yeah, it was some crazy stuff. Superman became like Superman 1,000,000 for a second, or Cosmic Armor Superman. It was one of the few, but yeah, it was a crazy ending to the New 52 Justice League.
Indeed.
Indeed.
Anybody got anything else?
No,
Nah, I don't think so.
I think that's it.
Yeah, I think we can just go ahead and end it off with Superman is phenomenal. Everyone go see it if you
Phenomenal.
haven't seen it yet.
Go see it again if you have.
Definitely
Yeah.
go see it.
And if you've
I
already
saw
seen
it
it twice,
twice.
go
I'm
see it for
probably
a
gonna
third
go
time.
see it
just
one
for-
more time while it's in theaters.
Yeah, I definitely need to go
yeah.
see it again.
Yeah.
I kind of want to go see it in 3D. I've seen it all 3 times in IMAX.
I've heard it's not good in 3D. Just
Really?
like what I've heard, but I'm not a 3D movie goer.
I don't really like
enjoy
3D
those movies
either.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
It hurts
My
my
So,
head.
like-
glasses hurt my eyes like after
Yeah.
a certain amount of time. I might see it in Dolby then because I do like Dolby. That's where I
Yeah.
usually see
Yeah.
movies.
That's where I usually
But
like
it
Dolby
said it was filmed.
theaters.
It said it was filmed for IMAX. So
IMAX,
saw it
I
in
know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it looked amazing.
Yeah.
I
did.
saw it. I saw it in IMAX both times. Yeah.
Same.
That's.
I'm
But
getting
see,
that
Nate,
steelbook though.
I saw it in IMAX at your theater, and it was amazing both times. When I got back here and saw it with my brothers, I was like, "We're gonna go see it in IMAX." Our IMAX theater sucks. There's no AC. The chairs are
ours
not
was hot
comfortable,
for sure.
dude.
It's hot.
I was
Damn.
like, I wish I could have taken them to the IMAX in Colorado. This one sucks.
Colorado on top, baby.
Yeah, I was like, we should have just went to Dolby.
The Dolby theaters are hella nice.
Yeah.
But all right, with that being said, that's gonna go ahead and wrap it up for this week's episode of the Hollow Nerds podcast.
Make sure you come back next week for a brand new special episode.
My
Yes,
ball
yes,
just
yes.
busted all over me.
Oh, it actually did. Damn.
Yeah,
Bro
look.
squeezing his
Damn.
balls. Bro squeezing his balls too
That's
often,
not
man.
Superman.
I guess I gotta
That
get
was
shirtless on the
perfect, bro.
pod.
That was
Hey,
perfect.
drop the top for anyone who watched the whole episode. You can
Nerd on and nerd
Keep on
out.
being a punk rocker and nerd on.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I'm so wet.
Nerd out.
Nerd out.